Namaskaram. You are all brilliant children because your director and principal was telling me. And you are all sitting in a cinema theater looking at them nicely acting. So boring cinema, right? Yes or no? Yeah. It will become boring for next 4 years. That's what they were telling me. But I want all of you to take a paper and pen. Start writing. If anything happens to students without a pen and paper, is useless. There has to be some stuff to take it. Correct? And I have nothing to say what is extra than what probably your principal. I was here last year and this boy was there. He came and told me I was there last year, so what? And you became a cameraman today. So next year, one of you who want to skip class, you have a class, right? And you have skipping and then standing here because madam said 75% attendance. Engineering colleges 75% attendance in the class, 100% in the canteen, 150 in the campus. Correct? And less than 25% in the library. Nobody goes there except for hiding in pair. I was part of academic staff college director. Teaching teachers was my job. Scolding teachers was my job. Now the way the teachers scold you, I used to teach teachers. So what should I do? Right? Taking their attendance. But I keep saying, I am here because of the kindness of Lalita, who happens to be by misfortune my colleague for less than a year in an engineering college, where I never took attendance in my classes. I used to say no attendance for students, everybody full free. If you want, sit here. Correct? And what should happen? I should have a lot of students who are other than my class, because they skip other classes to attend my classes. Because what happens in my class? I taught chemistry there. I taught English communication skill. I taught physics. I taught mechanical engineering. I taught environment science when environment science teacher left. I was an MBA professor without an attendance, without a timetable on my name. Because whichever teacher is leave, I go and teach. So I teach all the papers. Good. But then that was the first time the attendance software was made. Automatically the message will go to parents. I was part of implementing that in the college because I did software. 20 years my job was coding. Computer science was my life. I am a retired space scientist. What we do in space department is programming. Yesterday I met somebody in MTech in CAD/CAM who was attending an informal session with me in the evening at 6 o'clock. So I was asking, so nice to hear that there is an MTech in CAD/CAM. Correct? 1989 when I landed in Hyderabad, my first job in Department of Space was assigning me was to learn CAD/CAM. And there was no single private teacher available in Hyderabad to teach CAD/CAM. So I went to Bombay, stayed there 3 months to learn CAD/CAM. Okay, but what I learned, this MTech doesn't know even today. That much knowledge he doesn't have. I did Maya, I did 3D Max. I'm into films, so what do we do? All the civil engineering, mechanical applications we use 3D Max. All that animation, facial thing we use Maya. All that I developed myself. So what you learn in classroom, 75% attendance. And that girl, Sahitya, came and then told me, I met you. How do we remember? Girls grow very fast. Right? And they should grow much faster. And boys, look up them and then say, when will I grow like this? That's why boys are always looking at girls. Right? Correct or not? Many colleges have good campus selection. So I ask what happened. Yeah, we select girls and boys will select each other. That's campus selection. The first day itself they must have noted. Yeah. And what do? You did, no? You also did to your colleague. Yeah. By that time you will decide. And you know what will happen? You will become an island. Because nobody will talk to you. Nobody will talk to you after you select somebody. Because then she or he will scold you, each other. Why did you talk to her? You want your girlfriend to be very smart, but after selection, no, you should not be this smart. Don't wear this sleeveless. That's not good. Correct? This is what is life. Yeah, I told something, the attendance, right? The first day implementation. Knowingly, I kept in abeyance and then start this. Because my son was also a student in same college. We joined same day. My son joined for mechanical engineering BTech. I joined as a professor. And why did I join as a professor? I went for admission for my son. The principal was my old friend who heard my lecture somewhere. So he asked me, what are you doing? I said, I'm going on in different places, giving lectures. No job. Then he asked me, do you like to join here? I said, yes. The principal left, otherwise she would also ask him. I said, yes. Then immediately I gave a joining report without an application. So they don't know which department I have to be posted. Because I have an LLB, I have an MBA, I have philosophy, right? I am mathematician. And some head of the mathematics department, they will not leave the seat. Once they are there throughout life, they will become head of the department, right? So they cannot put me under them. So they gave me professorship without a department. Teach anything you want. That's what I did. But then I did attendance and all that. That was what the college wanted. Unfortunately, the first message came to me saying that my son is absent. Then I found him from the neighboring tea shop with another 5 friends. Caught him. Correct. Then I said, don't implement this in colleges. It's a problem. I'll tell you, there are few words which I don't like your principal and director said. Try to be. Don't, all of you write the word try. T-R-Y. Because my job is challenges make a person better. If you try, you are not challenging yourself. Correct or not? Will you try? Am I trying to speak to you? Or I am speaking? Huh? You keep your pen on the paper where you are writing. Keep your pen on the paper where you are writing. Free hands. Show me your hands. No pen on your hands, right? Try to take the pen. Is it possible to try to take the pen? Huh? Either you can take it or leave it. That's it. Correct? No? You know what is the maximum number of time people keep using the word? All of you lift your hands up. Your English teachers are there. Keep your hand on your head. Na karma. Stupid fellow. Why do you try to do it, yeah? Huh? See, the driver who was coming to pick me up, I got a message, Lalitha, I asked yesterday, when is my pickup? I will tell you tomorrow morning. Actually, it should be told earlier because I can sleep up to 8:30, if it is 9 o'clock. 20 minutes is by taking bath time. Nice? It takes only few minutes. Correct? So why should I wake up at 7 o'clock when I have to go 9 o'clock? Tomorrow morning only I will tell you. Great test, right? Which is the biggest problem in your life? Tell me frankly, which is the biggest problem in your life? Yeah, somebody said, and that is why engineering colleges have less attendance. I went to Maharashtra in one of the engineering college. I reached there for a lecture. The train and the Vehicle picked up me, dropped me in the guest house at morning 4:30. Can I sleep at 4:30 when I have a lecture at 9 o'clock? Night I didn't sleep. It's not new to me. I keep awake for 10 days also. Bright children are there with me, I have no problem. I can engage myself. I will enjoy, you will suffer, that's your job. Okay, so what happened? I woke up to bath ready, I said breakfast. No, here college starts at 12 o'clock only. Because every student goes for morning kheti, vyavasaya. After that only they come to college. I said, what should I do? I need at least some chai, samosa. No, 20 kilometers you have to drive. What a beautiful college. I stayed there a week. Not like 1 hour like this. I don't do this because it's only close to my house I do. And it's a rare opportunity. VJIT calling me is something great because by mistake I met Sri Devi in Kukkatpalli with Bharatiyam Satyavani on a grandma child care center, which is my brainchild. How to take care of age 3 to grade 3 children. I teach them also. Can you make 350 LKG children to keep quiet without telling them keep quiet? I can do it. I have done it. I am a meditation master from Himalayas. Not your meditation 1 hour. Life is meditation for me. I don't practice 10 minutes meditation. 1 hour talk is meditation for me. Do you think I have written down and then? Yeah, I have written down. Somebody was asking PowerPoint is there. I said, I have no PowerPoint, I have powerful points. And it's all written here. In the car while driving, I started writing. So I was looking at some messages in between. Then somebody said, Indira Gandhi's. Today is a great day. You know why? I like 2 Singhs. Satwant Singh and Kushwant Singh. You know, heard about Satwant Singh? What a great general knowledge here. And after BTech you want to be IAS with no general knowledge. You will start preparing. Another 4 years will go and you will never get it finished. Somebody will make money 10 lakhs rupees out of you. That's it. Don't ever forget Satwant Singh's name. Who was the most powerful Prime Minister of India? Who was the most powerful Prime Ministers of India? You don't know even Prime Ministers of India, right? Write down Prime Minister so that you will remember. Oh, you have to at least learn this. Every word which I say is not a knowledge. It is prompting you to search for knowledge. You understood? If teachers give knowledge, finished. If you don't know how to pick up points from the teachers, for searching knowledge, your Google will become waste. That's what happened to you. I gave him my number, I asked him, did you send me a message? No. I wanted to meet you. What? Because you think I want to meet you, I will come into your house or what? Kya Sahitya? She told Sahitya, I was a young girl, all that, right? I said, no. So what? You didn't communicate to me. But another colleague of her came and stayed with me in Kerala for 10 days. I went to many schools, you know what happened? Children will come behind me. I went to diagonally opposite another college, 2010. Another, I don't know, good or bad. The ranking and all have no meaning. You want first rank, I can give you in another magazine next year. So there are 400 children. I was there for inaugurating Computer Association. Immediately after my session, I got nearly 30-40 messages. Not now, 2008 or 2009. And one girl was behind me. I want to meet you. I said, come tomorrow to my house. She skipped her class, came to my house. With her father, in the morning 7 o'clock, dropped. I said, what do you want? I am preparing for my CAT exam. And I got only 50% in my vocabulary. My vocabulary is good, right? Correct or not? If my vocabulary is good from a Malayalam medium, not an English medium schools, and I write good poems. My poetries are wonderful. Great poets from Kerala wrote 27 stars came from 27 poetries. And today, another 4 days, one of my students is releasing a book of her poems in Sharjah Book Festival. They invited me. I said, my passport is in stuck, so I cannot come. Otherwise, I will go there. Because my students take me to their places. Right? I went to America because of JBIT. Diagonally opposite. The girl who was behind me to learn vocabulary, she has spent one day. Times was giving coaching, 50% not enough. 50% is good enough? Stayed one day with me. Times gave an examination, she got 90%. Times director was wondering, which we are giving coaching, nothing is happening, but somebody went to somebody and then one day 90%. What is the trick? Director came to meet me in my house. And he used to attend my classes. Understood? Doesn't look that great, right? So what did I say? Today is a great day. Where do you get general knowledge? Relate with your life. Relate with your life. Prime Minister, we had another best Prime Minister, first Prime Minister. Who was that? That you remember. But you don't remember that poor lady who ruled 11 years. During my childhood, when I was 2 years, she became Prime Minister. You know, now remember, how do I remember years? I know my date of year, right? Which is that, 1964. 2 years, she became Prime Minister. 1966. And 11 years she ruled. Wonderful, no? Up to 1977. Long term, one single. Who is that lady? And she died today. Which year? The year I joined for my masters. The year I took birth, her father died. The year I joined for masters, she died. The year I got my job, her son died. He was also Prime Minister. Who was that? Do you remember logical reasoning? Am I doing logical reasoning or what? Analytical skill, logical reasoning. Yeah, now last year I came to VJIT which day? Which day I was here? It's not a great day for him, right? The first day he met her girlfriend, the date is remembered. Otherwise she will murder. I am not going to murder you, so he won't remember. I came here on 2nd December 2020-21. 2nd December is 2 days plus 30 days of November, 32 days before this. Correct? So 32 days I have to subtract from 365, it becomes 333. I came to this college 333 days before. Am I not using my mathematical skill? Can you do it every day? You are dreaming what? He says something, she says something, goes out of the class. How does it matter? It matters. That is why when Sahitya came and told me, I told your name comes in the song of a great movie which I must have seen 60 times in my life. Can you imagine somebody sees 60 times? How many times you read your own beautiful books? That's how you look at movies. Ashur Veti, Shishur Veti, Veti Gana Rasam Bheni, Sahityasya Rasam Sakshal Shangaru Veti Vanama. Sahitya, her name is Sahitya. Sahitya is not literature. Literature can be your BA if you get, you are a BA literature, finished. MA literature. Pashur Veti, Shishur Veti, I am recording. I am recording here, I am recording here, I am recording there. That will be merged and posted on YouTube tomorrow. I will do it today night. Until I finish, I don't sleep. So yesterday I had 2.5 hours session on Vriksha Ayurveda. And then I posted yesterday. I stayed in Malkajgiri. So my meeting place was, you can see my library in that video. I have a beautiful library. My asset is only library and good students. Only 2 things. No other bank balance. That doesn't matter for me. You know why? My student earned Prime Minister's salary. But not in India, in America. Correct? And throughout my life, they will host me in America. What else you require? From JBIT. What else you want? Because you know why? Not my father and mother made my life. It's DrTPS who made my life. You know what's DrTPS? That's my name. not Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. T stands for teachers, P stands for parents, and S stands for students. So I changed the life of 3 people. Don't ever try to do anything. Do it. That's what your challenge is. And biggest challenge, somebody said, waking up in the morning. I'm going to give you medicine. Who want that? Who all want medicine for waking up in the morning? Lift your hands. That also you are lazy. Lift. I'm sure you all of you want. You know why did you become so lazy in the morning? Go and slap your mother. Because of them. Because they keep on calling you, hey beta, 7 o'clock. Wake up. When? 6 o'clock they will start. Correct or not? You know why? You made your mothers are liars. Who is responsible? You are responsible. Because they know if they say 6, you will not wake up. And 6 o'clock they should start so that 7 o'clock you will wake up. So 1 hour nice song in the house. Correct? It never happened in my house. Because I never enjoyed my wife's song. She is not a good singer. She is a good writer. And my time pass is not that. I said only say once. Wake up. Otherwise, you will know. My hands are very rough. You want to try? Got it? You have to be disciplined. Discipline is not from somebody else. Self-discipline. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. That is yoga. Not the monkey's job. Look at monkey's job yoga, Dr. TPS. I posted saying that all the rubbish yoga which you are doing is stupid and useless. What is that song? Anybody who learned yoga? Great yoga of India's Prime Minister gave. That day I wrote a nice poetry. You know, a lot of people are standing and then the legs were shown and the picture was put in one of the paper. So I said, millipede yoga. You know millipede, right? You have seen small creature which goes with hundreds of legs. And if you take a picture, it looks like a disciplined. Yoga is never disciplined in India. Yogena chittasya. So yoga has to be for the chit. Chit is heart. Biology. Doctors will commit suicide. Don't. See, what did I ask? Chitta is. And what did you do? Translate into English. So that every buffalo will understand. But no Western people understand your chitta. Chitta is not heart. Tell me, what is the translation? Your English I am testing now. Sola. Atma is soul. Come on. This is what is critical thinking. Yeah, think and become tank. Satwant Singh. What did I say the name of that person? Don't forget. Satwant Singh plus another name was there. Bend, B-E-N-D, bend. 2 people committed great thing in their life. They challenged themselves to become most famous people. Otherwise they would have never known. They are 2 years younger to me. 2 years younger or elder? Yeah, 2 years elder to me. 1962 they took birth. And it happened in a place where Indira Gandhi went for morning walk. Assassination, they are the 2 people. Otherwise they will be not known. So make yourself famous. Do something in life. That is challenge yourself. What is lacking in you is courage. How do you challenge? You should have courage. August 15th, when I was in 2013, when I was in the college, I used to have a lot of BTech students because that's when Telangana strike, partition of Andhra Pradesh happened. Tirupati is in which district? Tirupati Unnat Chittur. I wrote a Telugu poem, all connecting all the districts of Andhra Pradesh. Rangareddy Kadupile Bhagyanagaramu. Bhagyanagaram is in the center of Rangareddy district, right? I read Telugu also. I am a poet. When you have poetry, language is not a barrier. You can pick up different languages and then connect them together. Ask somebody, correct this. That's it. Are you getting what I am saying? Creativity. What is most important? Creativity. Knowledge is useless if you don't have creativity. BTech pass is very simple, yeah. Don't worry. Already she told, no, 75 attendance, internal mark. So even if you don't like any teachers, don't tell them. You are great, you are wonderful. And you will become B. What is your degree you write? What degree you get? B? Tech. You understood the meaning, right? What is BTech? And the oath says engineering because he is a science man. And what do you do is computer science. What a contradiction here. You are in an engineering college and what you are studying is computer science. And what degree you get is BTech. Karma. So much of confusion, right? Yes or no? But one is common. I am a BA, BSc, LLB, B is there. MBBS, B is there. BCom, B is there. BBA, I was teaching BBA. I have a book which is being followed in some of the colleges. That's also good for you. Corporate communications, emotional intelligence for corporate communications. That's my book. Very simple. You learn one Sanskrit sloka, you can make a 300-page book. That's the beauty of Sanskrit slokas. So what is BTech? Somebody said bachelor. Be a bachelor. Throughout the 4 years. Arthavenda? See what a great knowledge. Somebody has given a bachelor degree to you and you never. Mentally you are not bachelors, right? Emotionally you are not bachelors. Why? Because you did not understand Chit perfectly. The Chit heart is given to somebody else. Then what will happen? When you meet them, heartbeat will rise. When you don't meet them, heart failure happens. And they go with somebody else. I have a guru, great psychologist, Nitya Chaitanyadi, he is no more. So some beautiful young boy went and told, I lost my girlfriend. So pathetic here. I pity on you because you don't get anybody else in the world. Is it that bad? You know, I keep calling the lovers as beggars. Please love me, please love me. Who will love a beggar in this world? You have to be rich. Correct? You know how many people come to me? I love you. I said, okay, I love you. Go. How does it matter? Yeah? You have to be a magnet. Hand powder will come to you. Don't be a hand powder going behind the magnets. That's what I did during my bachelor's. Otherwise, 8th class thrown out of a school, being the worst student. I was called there to give awards for A+ students without they know that I was an old student of that school. Right? You can imagine the principal's pathetic state. I told the students, you are getting award from the worst student who was thrown from this class. I was pulled into the assembly to show example of the worst boy. This is how a worst boy looks like. Physics teachers used to call me to show he don't understand physics. But I will tell you, I love physics. Yada pinte tada brahmande. I love physics because that made me to get a job in space department. I am very strong. I am a mathematician, but my PhD is in fluid mechanics. And I worked in optics. I learned electronics, scanner design, scanner repair. I went to Austria, not for Department of Space, for Defense Department. I was the selected person. Abdul Kalam was like my close friend. I was there in 2020 Vision. Abdul Kalam's editor was my student. I taught journalism in Hyderabad. What else you want? When I met Prime Minister of India, not this person, one of the most brilliant Prime Ministers of India was that. Manmohan Singh. When I met him, he was holding my hand, not I was holding his hand. You can look at my website. Website is not developed by me, hosted by me. Whatever she read is not from me. My students write about me. And when my student went to MIT for admission, The fees was 1.5 to 2 crores. And MIT gave full scholarship. Good enough? The reason is she developed my website. That time that website was one of the best. And the project was given, intern was given maintaining MIT website. Can you imagine? And 3 years program finished in 1.5 years and 4 international awards. And 2000 examination, everything 100 out of 100. And MIT interviewed me. How did you make a girl like this? Dedication. What is required? Not just once in a while attending class. How do you follow somebody? You must follow. Look at all the VJIT students who have sent me a message. After my class, I have sent a message today. I am here today. 32 of them. Last year I came and gave a talk. They had sent me a message immediately. Wonderful, very good and all that. No contacts. But when I come back to this college, I have stored their numbers. I have sent a message to all of them. Today I am here. That's how I keep my contact. You know, more than 3 lakhs of contacts on this phone. Check. Send me a message, you will get a reply immediately. That's my guarantee. Because if I don't reply today, what am I doing? I am expecting less job tomorrow. Correct? Suppose if I have got 40 messages today, I don't reply, thinking that tomorrow I will reply. What is my expectation? Tomorrow I have less job. But DrTPS always believe tomorrow I have more job. Is it not that growth what you should have? Do you think that tomorrow I have to be free and today full? No. If somebody asks me something, immediately I will answer. Because why should I delay it for a moment? But you should know how to answer. Somebody asked me, I did not read that because my BSNL has got only E. E. When you don't know something, what do you do? E. When you know something, When somebody asks question, all your mother tongue is our mother tongue, you know, Indian mother tongue is beautiful. To sit in the class, first letter is good enough. When somebody asks question, so they have sent me a message asking explanation of something which they got from somewhere. So what did I do? I have sent immediately question. Introduce yourself. Then only I will read. How do I know what is your connection? So, your introduction, please. I don't have your number. That's all program. One click is good enough to go the message. So, it's not hard work. I told you few things which your principal, if you have written, you would have written hard work. Then you will say, write hard work. Cut it. You have written one, try and cut it, right? What should you do? Hard work. No, I did not do hard work. Did I do hard work to learn the death date of many people? No. What did I do? Smart work. Smart work make you to remember things. Hard work make you to waste your time. Yeah. Enjoy. All my books are L-I-F-E, life. L, write it. L, don't. You will forget. This buffalo will go. And you will never remember me, I'll tell you. L-I-F-E, life. Live in full enjoyment. Okay? Learn in full enjoyment. Otherwise, after 4 years, you may get BTech. How many BTechs are there? 3 lakhs BTechs. You think everybody is good and useful? Huh? I remember when I was there with Lilitha in Aurora College, somebody was writing so fluently, so fast in an English exam. I was wondering, invigilation is the best job in life, you know, because others are suffering, we can work like this. You know, teachers work as if they were. And you are asked to stand up when the teachers come. You are paying them, yeah. They should stand up when you go with them. I keep saying teachers are your servants. Correct or not? Who is paying them? The chair is not your management, your fees. Portion is there. Correct? Agree or not? But you are not treated well. Compressed and put in no sufficient space. But there is a great space which you are kept away from somebody else in the exam hall. Lavish seat. Like Chief Minister, President, Prime Minister, nobody will sit beside you, right? Correct or not? So when I used to get a seat, I used to, hey teacher, move this fellow. Only one place you can tell like this. She is looking at me, move him there. You can tell like this. And you know, only one place where you can call your teachers, come here. The teacher will come. Like a chef, what you want? I don't want, go. I used to enjoy it. Exam hall is the best place to enjoy. You must enjoy. And only one place where you get papers free of cost. I used to write 300 pages. What a beautiful way. They will say only answer 10 questions are given. I will write all the 10. You decide which is good. Why should I decide? So from a worst student, how did I become that? Smart work. You know, if you can predict what questions are coming for the examination, you get 100 out of 100. Yes or no? So do you think I study the whole thing? No, I study what is exactly required. And I know what is going to come in the exam. How do I know? Go to the best student, ask, what did you study? You find one question and answer you find, and then tell them this is most important. And he or she will tell, no, this is not important. Then tell me what is important. Go to 15 people, finished your syllabus. I'll tell you JNT cannot make a better question paper than this. Because they have referred many all-in-ones, right? Everywhere, every exam is like this. So it's smart work. Exam passing is not what is important. What is important is? Exam passing is not important. Exam passing is like a PowerPoint presentation. You prepare something, read there, finish your class. No. Knowledge. Where the knowledge comes from? BTech. Bachelor of Technology. What is Bachelor? What is Bachelor? So I may skip there, but doesn't mean I left it. What is Bachelor? Brahmachari. And Telugu people have a great thing. Brahmachari means Brahman is moving. What is Brahma? Who is Brahma? No, the God of creativity. He did not produce you, but he gave the production charge to your father. He had great creativity. Did you produce from some other factory or what? We all come from same factory, correct? Where millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg, and only one sperm took birth, and that's me. Correct or not? How many sperm did not take birth? Millions. Who are they? My unborn brothers and sisters. Have you heard this anywhere? But this was taken by Amir Khan from my book and made the beautiful 3 Idiots movie. Amir Khan's professor was my friend. I gifted this book to him. And the first poem is Raise for Birth. I am going to gift this book to all of you. Go to my website, look at Life of Love. Raise for Birth. Don't you love reading this now? Millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg, and only one sperm take birth, and that's me. All of you lift your hands and keep it back and then say, well done. Don't look at the mirror and say, my nose is not good. My nose is good, right? Teeth is not good. Teeth is also good. My production was good. Maintenance is also good. I never went to a barber. I trim myself. Nicely done, right? Only once I went. During COVID, they wanted me to act in a short film, so the costume was a Britisher. So mustache was made, so I was shaving. Shaving I did, but the hairstyle is not good. I'm into movies. You can see Amitabh Bachchan sitting and being interviewed by Al Jazeera TV in Oman. Good enough? Movie is made from my book. Good enough? Right? So what did you write? L-I-F-E. Life. Live in full enjoyment. Are you not seeing me living in full enjoyment? Right? No. Right? No. Dis-ease. No, dis-ease means I am at ease. No tension at all. Why do you want tension? What will happen? You will fail. So what? Supplementary. Got it? Do you think all the people who are passing BTech has got that knowledge to become an engineer? Rarely we will see people writing engineer before the name. They are real engineers. One of my friend who was my classmate in 8th class where I was dropped out, I met him after 30 years in Dubai. He is the man who did the piling work for Burj Khalifa. The biggest, tallest building was constructed by engineer. His name has got engineer. He runs the largest, the Konkan railway construction. If there is a piling problem, he is called an expert. Not a small. Understood? E. Sridharan used to attend my Gita classes. The greatest engineer of India. I used to teach Bhagavad Gita in Delhi. Every Sunday we meet. Why? Is it because I know only mathematics? These are all degrees given to you, putting into different compartments because not for learning that subject. My son is a mechanical engineering student when I joined for masters. As a professor. But after that, you know what did he do? All the holidays he has to go to some company to explore electronics, mechanical, civil, whatever is happening, go there. When I used to drive on the road when new bridge is constructing, I will tell the college civil engineering students, go. And after that, in my native airport was constructing. That time I went to one of the engineering colleges. I told all civil engineers, come, I will show you how the airport is being constructed. You can take inside airport? I said, who? I was Director General of Security. Have you heard about RAW? I was Deputy Director for RAW. You tell me where I cannot go. Who will stop me? Even I have my old ID card. So no police will catch me. Equivalent to a DG, Director General of Security, right? So I am Prime Minister Security. Go anywhere. So I told I will show you that. Rare opportunity. You cannot drive on the runway. Possible? I made civil engineers to drive on the runway. Is it not an experience? So what is life? Experiencing is life. And that experience when you get, your LIFE will become learn in full enjoyment. What is the expansion for life? And when you learn, you know what my student did? Not only she listened to me and then learned from me, she used to come with a bunch of students to my house. This girl don't understand aerodynamics. I said today, not she, everybody will learn aerodynamics today. That's how I teach. Because my first aircraft travel from Bangalore to Hong Kong was with NAL director, National Aerodynamics. Narasimha was the director that time, 1989. You were not taken birth. 1985, you were not taken birth that time. Good enough? That time I was teaching in Vishweshwaraya College of Engineering. Mathematics. Complex analysis. And you see, why should we learn all these? It's all useless. For examination you should learn. Don't learn for examination. You take any of your book, open it and then ask me, where is it applied? I will tell you. Guarantee. You don't have to give me a notice. I can tell you where what is applied. If it is not applied, it is not being taught to you. Science is different. You understood? Science, when is engineered, you understood the word engineered? If not, look at dictionary. If you don't understand any of the word, or you think you understood it, you don't know the exact meaning, you cannot explain to somebody else, look at dictionary. And best dictionary is wordhippo.com. You know what is hippo, right? So hippo is, so tilt the word and then look at the meaning. Wordhippo.com. Look at the engineering meaning. Then you will realize a new meaning. That's why I told Sahitya, and when you are a young child, Sahitya means literature. But now Sahitya is not literature, because people take bachelor's, masters in Sahitya, right? Are you getting? So energy, your definition is there. But there are, energy itself, there are hundreds of books written in the world. Don't you have to grow? Just because somebody taught you, don't think that that's the end of the knowledge. If you cannot explore yourself, what are you doing? You are challenging your own knowledge. So Diksha is given. No, that's not good enough. Meaning is not good enough. You should go and Google, find out what Diksha means. I will love such students. Every word by word has got a lot of meaning. When you translated chit into heart, you lost your heart. What is it? Manas. Mana. And what is that? Ramana Maharshi, I love him. Last week also I was there in Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry. I keep roaming around. What a beautiful life. No tag. Free. Right. Before that I was there in Madurai, then Coimbatore. Next to, I am going to, our chemist is there from Andhra Pradesh. Who is that chemist from Andhra Pradesh? You will see his name in medical shop. Medical shop names. Chemical names. Fertilizer name. Are you from Telugu background or not? You don't know your ancestors. Acharya Nagarjuna. Gundur. My TED talk was in Gundur, Vidyan University. So Nagarjuna University, I am going to teach the heritage of India, Indian tradition. Learning should become connecting all the different subjects to your life, because life is important. Learn in full enjoyment. Learning is an investment for future earning, LIFE. All of you write LEAR and learn. When you are learning driving, you have to keep a L board. After learning, what do? Take the L out. From the learn, take the L out. What you will get? What is our first slogan in the early morning? You want to wake up early morning. I asked you how many of you want medicine. I did not give. You did not ask me. Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed tonight. Finished. For every difficult problem, I am a psychotherapist. What's my job? Psychology. I am an MS in psychology. Good enough? I can treat people. I mold people like it. Small job. And there is a 20-second rule. When you study, keep water beside. 20 seconds. How much time it takes to pick it up? 20 seconds. If you don't have water beside you, you will think I will drink later. When you decide you will drink later, brain is not working. Whatever you are reading is useless. Right? I am useless. How many of you are from Chaitanya Narayana background? Raise your hands. Yeah. Don't miss listening to my lecture 2020, I think. 2020 January 12th Youth Day. I think that day or next day. Taj TriStar in Secunderabad, I gave a lecture. That is the time when Corona, 2019, Corona came, right? That time I was giving a lecture. In Andhra Pradesh, Corona, China disease came long back. And that disease is called China disease. Chaitanya Narayana disease. How many of you have seen? I am a subscriber of all the movie things. Okay, I see all the released movies. Netflix, there is a beautiful serial which is called Kota Factory. Have you seen? Still you have gone to Narayana. Another one is called Crash Course, which came on Amazon Prime. I don't have any other job, so I spend time looking at movies. Every day I finish 3 movies. At your age, I must have seen 40 movies. When there was no internet, go to cinema theater and see movies. 40. The passion. That is what is passion. What you should have now, passion. That passion is there. Your hridaya, guhara, madhye. Inside your hridaya, somebody opens. What will be seen? So many secrets, right? So I have, in one of my poetry, there is a saying, I was getting a heart attack, not DrTPS, I am fit. I am 60 kilograms for last 30 years. No +1, no +2. No -1, no -2. It may become 59.6, 60.4, that's it. Not very well. Fit. Perfectly fit. But then, as a poet, imagination, I got a heart attack. Doctor says, I am going to open your heart. I said, don't open my heart. Because there are a lot of... That is the problem when you translate. So don't translate. Use your mother tongue. Other tongue is useless. It's only for communication. Correct? So I cannot communicate everything to you. Because I am using the language which is not my... It's other tongue. But we have to be strong in this. If you are not strong, how much time it takes? Few days. You have a doubt on this? Very simple. What I did was, I got the worst student. Soon after I left my job, I was in Prime Minister's office. 20 years completion, I get pension. Immediately I took my retirement and then said tata bye bye to government. I went to a small village in Kerala, picked up the worst children from Malayalam medium. Why worst children? Parents says, teacher says, they will never become good, they will not pass 10th class. I said, give it to me. I can experiment, right? Good students we experiment, somebody spoils, case will come. Bad students if we experiment, nobody will find fault. So I said, give it to me, let me try. And there was a rich man sponsoring my program. What did I do? I took them to Goa beach. Somebody's money, DrTPS idea. Right? I had so power those days, even now. I stopped the train in a station where train cannot be stopped officially. I said, stop. I want my children to get up here because hostel is nearby that. They can walk. Possible? Anything is possible in India. Right? And what did I do? I asked these 90 children, 45 girls, 45 boys. I will do anything to them. Anything you can do. We want to be good in this world. Wonderful. So what did I do? Go to beach. You will see in Goa beach is the wonderful place. December 31st, if you get a chance, go there. You will see only algebra and geometry on that dress. So poor, 5 centimeter and 10 centimeters. That's it. 10 centimeter top, 5 centimeter bottom. And young girls and boys from the village. Yeah, but don't look at them. Only learn mathematics, but learn a little bit of geography, history. Ask them, where are you from? But they don't know English. So what did I do? They have written their Malayalam and then asked, where are you from? Answer them and say, slowly, I want to write it. What's your name? Elizabeth. Spelling please. Because evening they have to come and report to me. 3 days they did. But they did not learn English. But they learned the courage to speak to anybody. So why people are lacking? Why you are not good is because you have no courage. So how did I improve my English? I was not in Goa beach, don't worry. I was not that rich. I am from a poor, small village where electricity came when I was doing my masters. Telephones came when I was doing my PhD. We don't have that lavishness. Another poetry book is the beautiful poetry book, in which there is one, like my life is explained here. There is a beautiful poem which is called a kerosene lamp, that will tell you how my childhood was. So how did I learn? When I joined like you for bachelor's, after plus 2, that time there was no plus 2, we have pre-degree. Again I had only 50%, less than 50%. So my brother told me, you cannot learn maths, learn Malayalam. That is simple to pass. He told me, you cannot learn maths. So what did I do? What was my title? What is the title of my talk? Challenge. I challenged him. What did you say? You cannot learn maths. I will take PhD in maths, I said. My brother was a professor in same college. His wife was also a professor in same college. He is no more now. But you can listen. My name is DrTPS. My brother's name is Professor TPS. You can listen somewhere, Professor TPS introducing DrTPS. After so many years, he used to take me to different colleges. Tell them, how did you transform yourself? So what did I do? I challenged my brother. When he said, you cannot learn maths, what did I do? I challenged. I said, I am going to do PhD in maths. When? At your age. And when I sat, trigonometry was the most difficult subject. Even teachers don't understand, I will tell you. I'll tell you, most of the maths teachers don't understand trigonometry. If you don't, look at DrTPS trigonometry. I teach it so nicely. It's so simple. That's my creation. Because in my heart, what is there? Hridaya, Guhara, Madhye, Kevalam, Brahma Matram. Brahma is creativity. So what do? When the teacher takes class, they leave, and in between there is some gap when the other teacher comes. I will go to the board and teach the same thing in my style. So even today, my graduate classmates are my closest friends because they still believe. If you ask them who is the best teacher whom they have seen, they will tell my name. Colleagues will tell my name. Is it not good enough? So when did I start teaching? 1981. When I was a graduate student, I was teaching maths, chemistry, physics, statistics, English. Grammar, zero. From a Malayalam medium, hard grammar, you know. But then I used to tell, give me verb, I will tell you all the 12 tenses. Huh? This fellow? We are all from English medium. So what? Tell me 12 tenses if you can. They don't know. Young boy. I take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I have taken, I had been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken, I shall be taking. 12 tenses all. Like this by heart. How do I remember from that day to this day? If I write my MSc or BSc exam today, I will get more marks than what I got those days. After 40 years. Because brain is still working. Will you get same marks as 10th class what you got? No problem. If not, start reading from today. If you read from 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th class, civil service prelims handbook. I have got a lot of students who are writing civil service. So I will only tell them, read 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th class. You will understand your electronics, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, everything perfect. Because whole base is there. Your environment science is 6th class chemistry book and biology book. Good enough? You skipped it. Don't do that. You learned it for exam. Don't do that. Understand. When you understand, your science becomes engineering. Because you are working with that. You know the percentage of pass for chemistry, physics, maths in the whole India in the engineering college in the first year or first semester? 4%. Out of 104 people only pass. With all the liberal evaluation also, that is the result. Why? Same chemistry but in a different orientation. You have to orient yourself. Understand. Most important, don't learn, understand. When you understand, the thrill will become different. Then you can apply. When you apply science, it becomes engineering. When that comes into production, it becomes technology. So tomorrow you want to get into technology, that's the best method. Got it? So I was asked to speak 1.5 hours. Exactly 1 hour I spoke. 11:07 I started, 12:07. Now 30 minutes I will not speak. You have to speak. Ask me question if you have. If you have no questions, I am useless. What did you write? I am? We keep on using this word. Or teachers will tell you, useless fellow. Your parents will tell definitely, right? How many of your parents will scold you every day and waste a lot of time? I have a beautiful video I posted, Starfish DrTPS. There are 4,000 videos, look at it. At least one of them. VJIT last year's also you look at it. Okay? Do I speak the same thing what I spoke last year? Then I have not improved. The people have not improved, but I have improved. So I should change my lecture, right? Starfish. One boy was walking on the seashore, picking up starfish and throwing in the sea. An old man, highly wisdom, spiritual. They have to give advice. The job is advice, right? Nothing else. So why are you wasting your time? Because the sea wave will take it back again. And seashore is so vast. Can you make a difference to all the starfish in this world? So all what you do is waste. The boy did not even care. Looked at this old man's face, ugly face. Kept on taking the starfish and throwing because he enjoyed doing it. The man continued his advice. After some time he looked back and said, who is wasting time? Because you don't listen to somebody's advice, that is waste of time. So tell your parents, don't waste time on me. You know what to be done, right? But for this starfish, for a moment it makes a difference. So do something which makes small difference. We will not remember the whole life, but we remember moments in our life. So what is life? Creating short moments which can be cherished in your life. I am sure all these 200, 300 children will not make a difference. But if I get one student, I have a lot of such students. Just because JBIT directly opposite, I kept mentioning. One student makes some small difference, that's good enough. You can do it. And that is the challenge which you should have. Right? I can do something different, something good. Image creation. The last job was in KL University, neighboring university I taught. And my paper was campus to corporate. I introduced a paper. How to give job to people. Analytical reasoning, logical analysis, mathematical ability, vocabulary, all that should be done. Okay, so create yourself into that momentum of making you dynamic. Don't become static. Morning look at the mirror and say, my nose is not good, my tongue is not good, my nose, doesn't matter. Look doesn't matter. Feel matters. Feel matters for some time, but then being matters more. You have to be good. That needs opportunity, that needs skill, that needs more attitude. So you should have good attitude. So create that attitude. All of you close your eyes. Just think what happened, where did we start? Did I leave something half? Some questions were asked but nothing is answered. Does it work? Listening to this? Open your eyes. Fold your fingers like this. Stretch down. You can make sound. Hit your neighbor if you want. Okay? Share with your... See, Acharya Padamādate Padam Shishya Swamayataya. You have to think yourself, what did I get? That note when you read, you should have something extra. And then tell your friends, what did you learn? What is that which makes small difference in my life? Not great difference. Which may be a small spark which I can make fire. Tell your friends, both left and right, back and forth, wherever you want. Speak to your friends. Tell one point. I am going to ask not you, your friend. What did your friend tell you? Share it fast. Share with your friends. What did you learn today? Do it now. Look at their face. Look at their face. Speak to them. If they don't turn it like this. Yeah. All of you should talk. Don't wait for somebody to talk to you. You hit them and then speak. What did you learn? If somebody turns to you, turn them. Push them. Pull them. All that you can do. Good enough. Write 3 points which you learned today. 3 points. Good enough. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Fast. Lalita, thank you. Nice call. Good enough? So who want to ask me questions? 6, 5, before, space department is like that always, count down. 0, choop, I will go out. Yeah, good girl, come here. Why you cannot move? You are handicapped. Then I will come there. Come fast. And what is social being should do? Social being should shift to the chair so that when she comes, you don't have to move inside. That is social being. You are not stuck to the chair, right? Immediately move it. Move. So make a space there. Come fast. Don't walk. Good girl. Yeah.
Is there something you regret?
Many things. I regret I was not born to Sonia Gandhi. I would have become Prime Minister right now. See, what is the point in regretting? My philosophy of life is not in this book. The first edition of this book has got a back cover on which I wrote my philosophy, which was read here. Grow like a tree.
Flow like a river.
Flow like a river. Do the river regret for not flowing somewhere else? I am just growing as you are there, that's why I want you here. Okay, so I am growing as the gravity allows me to do. I may fall, but I am not rigid. Therefore, I will not break. Understood? There are a lot of problems. I lost my father when I was 4 years old. I lost my sister when I was 4 years old. I grew up in a small village. Everywhere we think, yeah, it should not have happened, it should not have. How does it matter? You make me to remember such things. What did you write?
Useless.
That use is past tense. Then it becomes used. Now change that, put a ed there and read that. I am useless. Oh, you understand? I am useless many places. So every time I regret. So I am the most unsatisfied person in this world. But I am the most happiest person in this world. What happens to all of you? You compare both unsatisfaction and happiness as one. No. I am happy that I had a great father. Otherwise, this look will not be there, right? I am so happy that my mother took care of me. Always she used to keep her hand on my head and then say, she is uneducated. 3rd class dropout. She keeps saying, tomorrow you will become a good boy. I did not understand the meaning. Later I understood, that means today you are not good. What a great brilliant. You understood? She never scolded me for doing anything wrong. Immediately, tomorrow you will not do it. That means what you have done today is not good, right? Don't you think I am blessed to have such a mother? But I can always keep saying that my mother is not educated, she was not English educated, otherwise I should have got. All that is useless. I am doing what I can do. I can do the best. This book cover is my son's picture. He is a good photographer. Right? And this whole book is edited. You can see the beauty of this book, the way it is edited. You will not see such books. On Kalam there is a beautiful poem here. The meditation Melliped. Who did this? My students. So I've got brilliant children with me. What's your name?
Tanvi. Tanvi.
Any more questions? So what is the point which you got?
Don't regret. Live in the moment.
In the moment. But create moments which you can cherish later. Right? Look at the dictionary, learn every word by word. English class is not for English. Even your physics, chemistry, look at resistance, meaning you look at it. You will understand it differently. Okay? God bless you. Yeah. Come on. Good colleges, there will be a lot of queue. I don't have to call many times. Come on. I don't have to ask you, this is your class. There is run. See, now you have seen, you have never learned this in your life, right? Yes or no? Otherwise, what would have happened? Your chair would have been there, you will go in between. Why to waste another time? Make it clear, yeah. Come fast. Yes. Your name?
Muhammad Murtaza Ali.
Huh?
Muhammad Murtaza Ali.
Tell me, what did you learn?
Learn in
Murtaza
full
Ali,
enjoyment.
Muhammad.
I just learned this last.
Just learned this? Why that just English is good when you use less number of words?
Yeah.
Learn this first. I learned this is good enough. Just learn this. Now learned or I learned only this. It has two meanings. I am getting confused. My English is good.
Yeah.
She will vouch for me. Yeah. I am not a master of English, but some masters will vouch for me.
A lot of points I got from yourself.
This is after a food. What did you eat? Lot of things I ate. No good eater will tell like that. They will specifically tell this is what I ate.
Yeah.
Come on, 1 point.
This LIF.
Life you learned. Wonderful.
Live in full enjoyment.
Good.
And learn in full enjoyment.
Learning is an investment more.
Yeah.
There are many more. I'll tell you later.
And courage to continue after failure.
Success is always a.
A graph like that. Down.
Yeah, somebody said it's like climbing mountain. Once you reach on the top of the mountain, you will see another mountain there. I went to Kailash. Parikrama. Beautiful. You have to walk 160 kilometers to do Parikrama. Another 54 kilometers for the mountain. Right? When you do that, you have to come next. When you go to this day, 8 years back I was there in Arunachal Pradesh with the students of Vivekananda Kendra Vidyalaya. I was driving, my driver was taking me to the place and he said, that's a school where we have to take 160 kilometers to reach there because Brahmaputra river doesn't have bridges. I said, how do the local fellow goes there? There must be some way, right? I said, we'll find some way. He is there, a native of that place. So we found a way, they make temporary bridges with the bamboos. This vehicle will not go. It's anyway somebody's vehicle, I will drive. It was a great thrilling experience.
Yeah.
So challenge, courage.
Courage to continue.
Udyamam. Yeah, Udyamam. Sahasam. Write down, otherwise you will not get it better in life, you will not get it. Udyamam, otherwise look at this video later and record it.
Okay.
Udyamam, Sahasam. Your mother tongue is English or what?
English or Hindi?
Mother tongue?
Yeah.
Then write in Hindi, no?
Okay.
Udyamam, Sahasam.
No, just I will write it.
Yeah, write in English.
Yes, only.
He is an Englishman. You want to ask her?
Sahasam.
Dhairyam, Buddhi. Udyamam, Sahasam, Dhairyam, Buddhi, Shakti, Parakramam. Udyamam is planning. All of you had that planning. That's why you are at the college. You planned to take a BTech, right?
Yeah.
Sahasam is you joined this college itself is a big sahasam. Correct? When I told my son he did not get IIT, oh, bad college, sahasam. But what to be done? Do it best here. Now he is a nuclear scientist in America. Changed from mechanical engineering to material science. material science to nuclear science. Is the most demanding one of the scientists there. And age just passed BTech. And after that, one MS and then PhD. He is chairing a session, international conference. Long professors of 30 years will present a paper in front of him. Great, no? Understood? So you are the seed. Sahasam. Dhairyam. What do you want?
Hey.
I asked him, apply in some 10 universities abroad, somewhere you will get. Done it.
Strength.
But then he said, I only applied in one college and there I will get. That's my guarantee. Which college? King's College. No, Imperial College. My elder son was in King's College. Both are British, the best colleges. Imperial and King's College. That's a guarantee. Courage, dhairyam, for which you need buddhi.
I'm just concentrating.
Concentration is more important. Focus. Take a convex lens and focus. How do you focus? Take it to convex lens. Focus. I'm focusing on you, teacher. But your focus is somewhere else. And for which you need Shakti also.
Strength.
Strength is required. Physically fit, emotionally controlled, intellectually sharp, socially smart. You are socially smart. Otherwise you will not come here, right? Love you.
Thank you so much.
And then there are a lot of people will tell you, you cannot do it, yeah. Don't do it. This is not your way. Such people, when they say what you should do, hit them. That courage is called parakram. There are students who want to go to MS abroad. Parents are not agreeing. You get admission first. Then I will make them to agree. Otherwise, run away.
Thanks.
Any questions?
I just get up one.
Not just.
Okay, lot of points I got.
No, just.
Lot of points I got. But
one question.
One important thing I just got is the courage to continue after failure. That
Good.
is the main thing.
Yeah. But no failure in life. There are different ways of success.
Thank you.
Good boy. Muhammad. Yeah, come. Don't raise hand. Jump and come. That's it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Whoever wants, come here. Stand in queue. Finish. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I used to get all the audience used to come onto stage in some colleges. Yeah. When the testing is done, the specs is kept here. If you keep it here, your focal length will change and the strain will be there. Okay, so what is to be done is put this in hot water, both sides, and then bend it so that it exactly stays there. It should be always like this. Don't put it here like this. Only process can do that, okay? Yeah. Your 10% of the people have specs. Right? That is because our reading habits are bad. Your light is not required. Video. Without light also I am visible. Yeah.
Whatever sir told, I
Not sir. I don't have a title sir. That was Britishers during the time we got. Only sir title was given to Britishers. Too few Indians. Who are they? Sir C.V. Raman, but not C.V. Raman sir. So if at all I should get Sir DrTPS. That is not there now. No chance. Gone. So don't call every buffalo sir, sir, sir. I am DrTPS. That's it. Yeah.
I have learned ABC. Whatever, sir, I will speak. Sir.
No sir.
No, sir.
Okay, you can speak sir, but your hand should be here. And after sir, hold it. Hold it like this. After sir, you beat yourself. Otherwise, I will beat you.
ABC. Always be careful. Simple.
There is another A, B, C, D also. A, B, C, D. Between A, D, B, C is there. So if you know history, you will learn.
No, sir. Avoid procrastination. I have learned this point because all have problem procrastination.
So drink water. Don't make your parents to make a call telling that you have went to the bed. Understood? Drink water, 3 liters tonight and then sleep.
Thank you.
Drink water. Yeah. What is your name, beta? Sangeet Gaur. You are from Haryana? Gaud. Okay. Gaur is Haryana. Gaud is here. Small difference. R is silent somewhere, right? Yeah. Yeah. You are visible there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sir.
Oh, sorry. What is the difference between heart and brain?
Buddhi and Manas. Go to my book called Life Made Simple. This book is very simple to read. Open any page and then read. You will get heart and brain is Buddhi and Manas. Buddhi is the heart. Masala vada. Did you had masala vada in your heart? No. Your mathematics equations, a minus b into a plus b is equal to?
A square minus b square.
What is the purpose of learning that?
To apply.
Where did you apply?
Till now not applied.
Okay, what is 32 into 28?
Need to calculate.
You need to calculate. 32 into 28 is 30 minus 2 into 30 plus 2. That is a minus b into a plus b. So it is 30 square. 900 minus 4. It becomes 896. Why you did not apply it? Because you kept the formula in the head but not in the heart. When you think about your mother, will you think about your mother when you see them and then say, oh, this is my mother? Will you have to recollect it? When you have to recollect, your buddhi is working. When you have to openly, immediately flux, it's like the RAM and ROM in computers. Understood? So this is the software brain. This is the hardware brain. This is the backup brain. This is the virtual brain. That's the difference. I cannot explain to you better than this.
Fine.
Yeah. Next Janma I will try.
Hello, this is Dan.
Not hello. Who is hello? You called me hello. Who is hello?
DrTPS.
Who is hello is my question.
No one.
Alexander Graham Bell's girlfriend is called hello. And you are calling me and he called his girlfriend hello. And now you are also calling me hello. Okay. You all do this mistake. Don't you call your father and mother also hello? Because your father and mother never taught you that. Namaskar.
Karam.
Okay.
So,
Where are you from?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. What's your name?
Janvi.
Janvi. I've got a young Janvi DrTPS. You look at, you will see the birthday celebration of my nephew's daughter. So I'm a grandpa for them. So you call me grandpa. I'm a old grandpa. Janvi is my granddaughter's name. Okay? Beautiful name. What does Janvi means?
River Ganga.
Janvi is earth. Sita. Janvi is the synonym for Sita. Sita means earth. I taught her the meaning of her name. Similarly. Yeah. Tell me, ask me.
So I want to know, like, what was the turning point of your life?
Challenge.
Yeah,
That is why unknowingly the title is given. And first time in my life I am giving the topic challenge, which is not given by me. Your teacher Lalita gave that. So I am blessed. When I saw that, oh, challenge, that's a beautiful topic. I have not given. Who gave it? Understood? So what is that? Challenge to my brother. And everybody, you know, when I did not get admission for my plus 1, plus 2 in a college, where all my classmates got, they all look at me in the bus stand, we stand, you know. And this fellow did not get. And I decided I am going to join same college. That time it was a government allotment. So I was not getting into that college. Everybody was going in the same bus stand. So what did I do? I entered into politics, influenced the university, got extra 3 seats to the college and joined the college with force. Told the principal, my admission is here. And he said, I will not admit you. I said, you want principal post? You have to give me admission here. Later, after 2 years, when people used to invite him for lectures, he used to tell, third year mathematics, there is a Shashi Kumar. He is a better speaker than me. Can you imagine? Principal quoting you and taking for a talk. And my first talk, what I did? I asked the principal, you should also come and sit there, then I can speak. And that time I spoke. and nose counting. That was because I was doing mathematics. And nose counting. That was my first talk. Good. Your name? Janvi. I will not forget. Good. And you sat there. That also I will not forget. Yeah. Come on, come fast. Time I. Yeah.
How can I become a best orator like you, sir?
Keep on listening to good people. What I did was Aurora Engineering College when I traveled, I used to have a recorded one, put a plug there, listen to talk. Both knowledge and language. Both come. Right? And then you should have courage to speak.
Poetry.
Poetry writing is very simple. Give me a topic, these 100 poems are written just like that. I have a student, Anusha, she asked me write poems. I will give you title. Every day one will come. And then after every travel, the first poetry is after traveling to London, I wrote a poetry on London. Victorian celebration, late visit. Because we keep learning about London from the London Bridge is falling down. We have never seen that. And you look at London Bridge, DrTPS. I have given a video also on that. So you keep explaining. Now what you should do is, you record and then send it to me a feeling of what the lecture is. Write it and send it to me. Right? Then I will correct. I do it sincerely, I do it for many students. Understood? I correct people on their grammar, I correct people on their vocabulary, and then listen. And then when you see my video, write comment there. So if you have to comment, you have to listen that perfectly, right? And then you must paraphrase it. That content you are briefly writing that, and there are a lot of students who are civil service aspirants, they are writing on my video, you can see this is what I learned from this video. That is how they make learning paraphrasing. The whole class you want to write in one page and then send it to me. That's an assignment for you. What's your name?
Madhavi, sir.
Otherwise, after you get married, have 2 children, I will see you in Secunderabad railway station. I will kick Madhavi and tell you, you did not send me that assignment answer.
I will send it first.
Okay, good, wonderful. Yeah. 944.
Hi sir, my name is Pranav.
Hi, sir.
Sir,
What should I do?
so actually I just
You
want,
did not even.
I just want to ask you one question. That can I ask in Telugu?
Very ask in English, then Telugu, then in Marathi. First English. Ask first. She will kick you otherwise. Yeah.
The process is important or the person is important?
Both are important. It comes from who? If the father says something, because he is your father, the process is important. You have to agree.
Yes sir.
Understood?
Yeah.
Don't tell him wrong. Suppose the father says, don't see movie, don't cut your classes for seeing movie. Yes, Papa. But still you can go. That's a different matter. Because you have to respect.
Yeah.
Sir is important. You are in military. Whether the process is important or not, process is important, the person is also important. So in military there is a rule. If somebody says you go and fetch water, immediately, yes sir, I am going to fetch water. After that only you should go.
Okay.
Understood? I have to paraphrase. Repeat the same thing, put into my mouth and then tell. So that confirmed that this is what the job is given to.
So
Fast?
sir, so we should, memorize.
Not we, you.
We,
I have already
means
done.
we.
No, okay, you.
Yeah. So we should memorize the person who has done something better.
See, 3 things, 4 things are required for becoming a good student in life. Learn this. Note taking and note making. Note taking, note making. Create, expand it. Another one. Arithmetic has to be good. Reading, writing skill has to be good. Memorizing has to be good. That's what you asked. I must have the memory to remember things. I have written few pages, but I have not written anything. Understood? I got something so that I will write something. So memory is there. That's good. Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Bye bye. 9447437948948. 9447437948948. If you miss it, no problem. I am sure you cannot forget my name. DR for doctor, teachers, parents, students. Top police service. Thermal power station. Okay? DrTPS. Google, you will get it. And all messages you will get answer as long as BSNL is working. Okay? God bless you. Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. TPS. That was definitely a wonderful session. I can see all that excitement in our students. Students, did you all like it? You enjoyed the session? Did you learn? Yes, that's the essence. Prompt yourself to learn. Learn. Search for knowledge. That was the essence, and that is the biggest challenge. So, I wish you all the best on this first day of induction program. And